Hello everyone, welcome to Joshi BizTech present version control system. Thank you for joining. Today I will present you the functioning of versioning control. Let's start with presentation. So basically what is version control? We use SVN version control for managing files, directory for backup purpose, for versioning of our products. So start with SVN logging. SVN server administrator will provide you credential to access subversion network. It's your responsibility to keep secret your credential and don't share with anybody. Protect your credential from others. We will use Tortoise SVN to consume subversion networks files. So first of all, download SVN client from tortoisesvn.net/downloads and install it in your system. After that, when you right click on your folder, you will see menu options, SVN checkout and Tortoise SVN. So let's start with fresh SVN checkout. Suppose this is your projects folder and you want to check out your subversion projects, your subversion repo. Simply right click on that and you will find two options, SVN checkout and other SVN related options. You have to click SVN checkout. Your network administrator will provide you SVN URL, repo URL. You have to paste it here and click on OK button. SVN will ask you for credentials. Provide credentials and click on OK. And see, your checkout is finished. Here we can see there are three folders: trunk, tags, and branches. Your current projects coding lies here in trunk folder. Parallel, any code branch lies to here in branch folder. Tags will use for separate tag versioning of our projects. How to update? Once you check out your repo, SVN repo, You will create some files, your projects files. So this is your projects files. You have to add using this option. Select your newly add files, right click on them, choose Tortoise SVN and click on add. SVN will add these files in SVN. How to update? To update your SVN files, your SVN repo, just have to click on your projects and click on SVN updates. If there are any updates, if there are any checkouts from any user, this will list out here and your code branch automatically updated from latest version. Provide your credentials. There are nothing because this is our newly created repo. You can also view logs who will create, commit any files. See, nothing is easier here. To commit, just right click on your trunk folder and choose commit. But before commit, you have to take update each and every time. And you have to retest your code. Without taking update, your code will mess up with others' code and your SVN branch will no longer working. So please, whenever you want to commit, first take update, then retest your code, then SVN commit. Here, you have to provide related comments. In this way, comments are always related to whatever you done in your code. No need to write file names because file names are already listed here. You have to provide credentials to commit. This way. So this is our version 2 of our new code branch. You can see here from show log how many comments are there and by whom. See, There is revision 1 and revision 2. From same way, we can take updates. Right click on any folder, your project folder, and choose SVN updates. Here is some rules for your comments includes your names, type of commits, for example, if you working for any search pages, any tooltip related dialogues, Labo related steps, anything. You can also provide any other details. You already seen how to commit the code. Okay. If you want to know the difference of current version file and previous version file, difference options. Right click on any file you want to check the difference. Right click on that, Tortoise SVN, and choose difference option. It will show you one dialog like this. Left hand side screens are main version files and right hand side parts are your working copy. So you can find the red words, and in your current copy is like a Hala Beautifuls. So you can find out the difference like that. You can navigate through the green arrows to next differences. In all files, if there is any difference, that lines marked with yellow in left hand side. If there is conflicts, you and other developers are writing the same code on same line or different code on same line. So at the time of commit, SVN will generate conflicts. So how to solve conflicts? First of all, select that files, right click on that and click on resolve conflicts. Here you can see left hand parts is your working copy and the right hand side is the latest copy. You can find the gray parts and the yellow parts in latest copy. These are added lines. Deleted by someone else, it will shows in text. So if you want to know who will change the code, then right click on that file, go to the SVN and click on blame. This will show you who will change in this code, who will commit the code. So communicate with them and resolve your conflicts. Here, you can find in the blame features, you can find who will change a particular line. For that, if you want to resolve the conflicts, click on resolve conflict buttons. Revert some your changes. Choose total SVN and revert options. This can only revert on your local copies, not in subversion copy. Here we can see the uh, log of changes of all developers on the same projects. If you make a bad commits, update your local copy with revert options, correct your mistakes, and commit your code again. So when to commit your SVN? Commit to a working state that you might want to return to later. If you want to use a common log message for all, commit your code. If you want to backups your source code, commit your code. If you want to use the same code from outside the office, in some cases, commit, you can access your latest source code from anywhere. If your network administrator allow the same. There are some rules for SVN. Be careful to test your code before committing. You must have to test your code before committing anything in SVN. And before committing anything, perform an update on whole source code directory, not on single files, but whole source code directory. And then retest your source code, your project, and then commit. When you're adding any new files on your existing source code projects, you first need to perform SVN add and then SVN commit. If there are any conflicts, show logs, blames, these options are information who will commit on the same files, teammates, and try to resolve the conflicts together to avoid the damages. So, you will be responsible for any changes submitted by you by your credentials in Subversion network. And you can only check out those projects which are uh, those projects which rights are given to you. So you are completely responsible for any faults on your changes introduced in the existing software or existing source code. So always test your code, first update, resolve the conflicts if any, commit your code. Don't forget to write comments. There are some rules for class projects for something like .NET applications like that. Do not add any files from the build or debug directory, such as exe files or DLL files. Compare your versions, first and latest. Which one is wrong, which one is right. You can also integrate SVN with your Visual Studio also. But do not commit some files like project files. You can commit CBB files, header files, solution files, resource files, images, etc. Notes for using SVN. As I said earlier, don't share your credential with anyone because you are responsible for all changes made with your. Do not check out projects of other groups. Even you can't do the same because you don't have rights. If you modify anything in the project, it's your responsibility for that. If you do not understand anything or want to uh, change or you have any doubts, you can take details from your team leader before doing anything on your source code. So thank you for all of you to join this subversion network system presentation. Any question? Presentation.